Alright then, so, yet again, before I begin, I just want to make a note that I am sort of like testing out my mic with these episodes, and I'll note that I basically have dropped the sound of the mic basically a little bit to have the output volume be a little bit less. Let me know if you think it's better or worse, but whatever. Let's just get back to Armada here, and now we're going to be playing for Borg. Oh, what fun this will be. The Unit Matrix 001 Borg Space.
Multiple attempts to retrieve Particle 010 have failed. We require an independent mind to organize its capture. Initiate Action 420. Determining proximity of nearest facility with the required technology. Located Sector 303, Dominion Cloning Facility. Assimilate the facility and incorporate its technology into our own.
Alright, so, the Borg. So, eliminate all Dominion forces and take over the Dominion cloning facility. And then some special weapons are desired to take over stations or ships.
The collective must grow. Objective received.
Hold that there.
Relocate. Initiating station construction. We will comply. Activate all alcoves.
So, I'll note that we have access to a spear
Negotiation is irrelevant.
and free assimilators here.
Proceed. Relocate to grid.
Now, I'll note that the spear is basically just
Relocate.
the same as basically the tier 3 or tier 4 ships that the other factions basically have, so this spear is basically nowhere near as strong as
Negotiation is irrelevant.
the other stuff I'm basically fighting with, but whatever. I mean, it's not as strong as we probably expect for, it to be from Star Trek.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
That's actually something I note by all the ships basically for the Borg. They don't really feel like they're strong enough.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Unassimilated species engaged. State new directive. Station construction complete. The collective must grow. Objective received.
Alright, that's done. Now, no problem, our visitors are kind of minimal in this mission, so
By your command.
we're basically going to have to basically get a lot of our resources basically from our ships and such. Get my Nexus up here.
Station construction complete.
Okay, we'll start crewing these guys up.
Activate all alcos. Confirmed. By your command. Initiating station construction. We are the Borg. Insufficient resources.
Alright, well that's a thing, but whatever.
We are the Borg. The collective must grow. We are the Borg. State objective. State objective. Negotiation is irrelevant.
We got ourselves in our freighter basically to do their stuff here.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Station construction complete. The collective must grow. Relocate to grid.
Alright, so I'll note that with the Borg, there's basically a lot of criticism, basically like, their ships and such in this game, because the crew was basically a lot smaller than like, what was depicted in like, the TV series. The ships are actually kind of weak compared to like, what the Borg were basically capable of doing in Star Trek. And basically it was like done for balance, of course, but
Vessel construction complete. We will adapt.
It basically like, goes to show like how different this like faction basically is from like the other like, factions, I guess.
Relocate.
But anyhow, I note that they did try and like, do some things that are like sort of different about this faction.
The collective must grow.
Essentially, this faction is basically all about like, taking over our ships and like, adding it to their cost. So this like the faction is all about like, crew takeovers and such. They're like guys who are of course like, a lot more like, better at everything. So good against boarding, against repair. And I'll note that we're basically want to get our special ability because like, these guys basically, the assimilators basically have the auto assimilator, so they basically like, take the crew from like a target and like, turn it into like a drone.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
We also have the spear here who's got the regeneration, so basically this guy can increase his shield recharge over time.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
And apparently also got this the Union House has a pull on torpedo, so this guy can like, do stuff to basically like phase through like, the shields and like disable the stuff.
Negotiation is irrelevant. We are the Borg.
By the way, there's like the Borg names, like,
The collective must grow.
serial numbers and such.
Initiating vessel construction.
We'll build a couple of the other ships basically, but they're like, the ships basically like, basically appear in like, say, Star Trek Voyager, I guess. Basically, you have your interceptor, which is basically like, the small little like thing. And we got our basically our detector, which is basically like, a detector. Interestingly enough, by the way, their stuff is a lot better though compared to their ships at least. So
State objective.
it's not like these ships are weak. They're just like
Negotiation is irrelevant.
they're just like underpowered for what people really desired them to be, I guess.
Vessel construction complete.
Here's the interceptor.
The collective must grow.
So this guy's got the transport drive, basically allows them to travel to any explored location, basically. So these guys can just go wherever they want to, which is nice. And we got our like little detector here. Note that this guy basically a lot more crude in there, guys.
Construction complete.
Pretty crude in this thing.
Proceed to sector. Instructions received.
Oh, there's some guys over there. Well, I basically have my special abilities. I'm gonna like go after these guys, but I want to basically get the assimilate on first, so try and get that going. Yeah, Gemini Destroyer is over here, by the way. These guys have a you know, average repairability and repair below average like boarding, which kind of like seems odd to me because it seems like, you know, Gemini are actually good at that sort of thing, but whatever. Honestly, to me, the Dominion should have like, you know, good boarding and like bad like, you know, repair, but whatever. You know, be like more like a Klingon race.
The collective must grow.
And that's something I know about like the Borg stuff is like all really expensive to build, so trying to build their stuff is a lot more like, you know, taxing.
We serve the collective.
Once this guy goes in, I should have enough to build what I want to, I guess.
By your command. Relocate.
There.
We will comply.
Get that built here.
Initiating station construction.
But yeah, this is a note about the Borg, by the way. They don't have star bases, they have nexuses, of course. They don't have a shipyards, they have basically, you know, assembly matrix. They don't have dilithium refineries, they have processing nodes.
We serve the collective.
They don't have dilithium freighters, they have like, you know, dilithium collectors.
By your command.
The idea basically like this race is that even though like they're like, you know, essentially mere copies of like the other like, you know, factions, they are like very distinct in like how they basically played and like, you know, operate. And of course, the Borg are meant to be like the menacing like, you know, enemy of like, you know, Star Trek, so you want that sort of thing. Whoop, there's an attack run coming at me.
Proceed to sector. Unassimilated species engaged. Proceed. Negotiation is irrelevant.
Well, he blew up.
Station construction complete. We require regeneration. We require regeneration. Initiating additional technology. We require regeneration. Assigning designations.
We're gonna get these guys all repaired now.
We are the Borg.
I don't think the Gemini have anything like really meaningful to basically fight against us. They're like, you know, this is like the like, you know, sort of like, you know, dip your feet in the water type of episode here.
We serve the collective. Relocate. By your command.
We're crewing this guy up.
State objective.
Ooh, there's more dilithium over here.
State objective. Relocate. Relocate. State objective. Relocate to grid.
Yeah, just because I can't, I'll probably try and build another, like, you know,
relocate to grid
thing here, but whatever. And yes, waiting, I know it's a very fun thing, but whatever.
We will comply.
That is something I actually like about, like, you know, these old RTS's titles, because, you know, they're basically, like, you know, or less about, like, you know, this, like, rushing, like, you know, trick-shot-based action type of thing, is, like, you know,
initiating vessel construction.
You had to actually plan how you're going to play these games. Wow, we note that the Spear and all of similar, basically the same, like, price, so essentially the same ships there. Just getting this done.
Additional technology acquired.
There we go. I really don't need to upgrade my, like, you know, Tachyon detecting grid because, you know, there's no, like, cloaked vessels in the Dominion, but whatever. I could if I wanted to. Now, I don't buy if I want to.
All alcoves.
There is the ability to, like, build, like, Borgs, like, you know, cubes
Complete.
at the advanced assembly matrix. I'm not going to show that off, but, you know, I could do that. There's also technology, you know, for showing off diamond stuff, but, you know,
the collective must grow.
We'll maybe show that off later. Let's just show off, like, the basic, like, you know, ships here for now. You don't really need basic ships for, you know, starting here, so why not? Get that going.
Relocate.
So these guys have something called assimilation.
We will comply.
Basically, you can use this to, like, you know, automatically assimilate the crews of, like, people, so...
Relocate to grid. We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged.
We'll see, so, like, this drainer crew this way.
Relocate.
No, like, this is going up now.
We will comply.
Essentially, like, they're taking, like, the crew, like, adding it to your drone pool is what that's all about.
Relocate. By your command.
So pretty powerful. We'll try and get myself, like, you know, another mine platform down here, but whatever.
We will comply.
Alright, so it's basically like, you know, a hostile nebula over here.
Relocate to grid. Relocate to grid. We will comply. We will comply. We will comply. Proceed to sector.
Let's just see what's in my area over here, I guess.
Relocate to grid. Proceed to sector.
Alright, so it looks like there's like a gap here to get out here.
We will comply. The collective must grow. Proceed to sector. Proceed to sector.
Get him back down here.
The collective must grow. Proceed to sector.
Put you back here. Now, note by the way, like, you know,
Borg.
my speed is down a little bit, but I'll note that Borg ships are kind of slow. At least they feel slow to me. And that's like something common about like all their ships. They're all pretty slow.
Proceed to sector. We will comply. Proceed. Relocate.
Let's keep looking around.
We are the Borg. Proceed. We are the Borg.
Yes, we are the Borg.
Proceed.
There we go. Let's get this up and running.
We will comply. Relocate to grid. Proceed to sector. Unassimilated species engaged. We are the Borg. We will comply. Relocate. State objective. We are the Borg. The collective must grow. We will comply. Proceed to sector. Proceed. The collective must grow. We are the Borg.
Our guy's weapons are still disabled, unfortunately.
By your command, we require regeneration. We require regeneration. Relocate to grid. Proceed. The collective must grow. We require regeneration. We require regeneration.
So there's a jump on our warship, by the way. We basically have a shield shot there, which basically, of course, disables the shields of an enemy target for a brief period of time.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Initiating vessel construction.
Or to lift him here.
By your command.
Now,
By your command.
I'll note by the way a strategy you can use with the Borg, by the way, so you can capture ships. And you can like dismantle if you want to.
Vessel designated for disassembly.
So we'll like disassemble this guy and we'll like get some money for it.
Activate all alcoves. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. State objective. By your command.
My goal is to be disassembling the shipyard, so we'll see this guy disappear slowly. I'll get some money for it.
Vessel construction complete.
There we go, some money.
We are the Borg.
And there we go. These guys are back and operational again.
Relocate.
Yeah, that's something you can do by if you want to with the Borg. You know, like just capture the enemy ships and like you know sell them. You can do it with like the aero factions too, but it's more profitable with the Borg because you know they're actually geared for it with like their like you know capturing abilities.
Activate all alcoves. Activate all alcoves.
That's a good enough defense fleet to leave around, so those Leos go around for that purpose.
The collective must grow. Confirmed.
We'll build a couple of fences around here in case you need them, but probably don't, but whatever.
Initiating station construction. The collective must grow.
Alright, so apparently there's a shipyard down here.
We will comply.
Try and capture this, I guess.
Proceed to sector.
Whoop!
We are the Borg.
The fence is here too.
Assimilated species engaged. Station construction complete.
And these guys die so easily. That's done.
We are the Borg. State objective. The collective must grow. We require regeneration.
I'll probably have to send somebody actually to kill these guys a little bit, I guess, so... We'll bring these guys down to do that for our purpose.
We are the Borg. Confirmed.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little some basic defense around here, because, you know, why not?
Initiating additional technology.
Let's get that going.
Initiating station construction.
Now I'm gonna build a bunch of interceptors that can show off their transport ability, because, you know, it's always fun to use, I guess.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
I'll send these guys down and start doing our attack runs.
State objective. Station construction complete.
Whoop!
Proceed. By your command. Unassimilated species engaged. Insufficient power nodes. Relocate to grid. Unable to transport. We are one.
That figures.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Try to capture the destroyers is kind of like worthless because, you know, they're so small.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
And blow up so easy, but whatever.
The collective must grow. By your command. State new directive. We are one. Relocate.
That guy's dead.
Proceed to sector. We will comply.
I'll get one more energy can over here, I guess, and then I'll be fine for over there.
We are one. Insufficient power nodes.
Oh, we actually ran out of personnel here.
The collective must grow. Unassimilated species engaged. The collective must grow. Target acquired.
Yeah, we're just gonna blow up everything here.
Relocate to grid. We are one. We are one. We serve the collective. We are the Borg. We will comply. The collective is under attack. State objective. The collective must grow. Initiating vessel construction.
Start blowing this stuff up.
Target acquired. By your command. Unassimilated species engaged. By your command. Station construction complete. We serve the collective. The collective must grow.
Well, there goes that, capture thing, but whatever.
Vessel construction complete. We require regeneration. We are the Borg.
Now, note that I took out the crew from this, so they actually can't use it anymore, but I didn't want to actually try and capture it fully, so...
State objective. We require regeneration.
We'll try and capture if I can.
We are the Borg.
Oh, this guy lost his senses there.
Species engaged. Vessel construction complete. Confirmed.
Let's get this built here.
By your command. Relocate. Vessel construction complete. Negotiation is irrelevant. Station construction complete. We are the Borg. Proceed.
We'll get these dice down here.
We are the Borg.
We'll try and wipe out basically their base defenses and then, like, take over this, like, little area here for, like, as another little secondary base. Whoop!
Vessel construction complete. Unassimilated species engaged. Proceed. We are the Borg. We are the Borg.
Alright, well, I wasn't expecting an attack here, but okay.
We require regeneration. The collective must grow. We require regeneration. By your command. Vessel designated for disassembly.
At this point, I think I'm probably going to disassemble these guys because they're kind of weak, but whatever.
Vessel designated for disassembly.
The idea basically of, like,
We serve the collective.
the Gemini is that they basically, like, are more of a nuisance in this, like, game than anything else. They're basically like, easy to destroy and stuff like that. Really shouldn't be bothering trying to, like, use them for combat, but whatever. We'll be able to like spears, I guess, to attack with.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Vessel construction complete.
Let's get some might from these guys that captured me, I'll be a die, I guess.
We are the Borg. Relocate.
Shoot down here. Alright, there's my guys here.
Relocate.
Now, one thing to say about Borg is even though like they're weaker than like depicted, they are still pretty strong.
Proceed to sector.
Keep away from that nebula.
We will comply. We are the Borg.
The thing about this is that they milk crews, so I mean, that makes it so much easier to take over a lot of these guys most of the time.
Vessel construction complete. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. Proceed. Unassimilated species engaged. Relocate to grid. We are the Borg.
Alright, that's done.
Proceed.
Maybe we'll capture that guy in a moment, but
We are the Borg.
we'll go here first.
Relocate. Relocate. Assimilate the species. We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged. Vessel construction complete. Assimilate this species. Target acquired. We will comply. We are the Borg.
I ran out of power by the way in these guys, so they can't do anything.
Target acquired.
However,
Relocate.
I think we're close enough I can do this without them attacking me, so...
We require regeneration. Unassimilated species engaged. Vessel construction complete. Insufficient power nodes.
Let's capture all this stuff.
The collective must grow. Proceed. We are one. We are the Borg. The collective must grow. We will comply. Proceed. Proceed to sector. The collective must grow. State new directive.
We'll start regenerating this guy's shields a little bit now.
Engage target. Vessel designated for disassembly. Unassimilated species engaged. Activate all alcoves. State objective. We will comply. We require regeneration. The collective must grow. Target acquired. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. Engage target. We are the Borg. Activate all alcoves. We are the Borg. State objective.
Let's keep on attacking.
We will comply.
I might lose my Gemini shipyard down here, but whatever.
By your command.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Unassimilated species engaged. State objective. We are the Borg. Initiating vessel construction. Activate all alcos.
Alright, well.
The collective must grow. Vessel designated for disassembly. We require regeneration.
That's done.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
So yeah, interceptors can be used to like just transport wherever they want to, and they're kind of weak, but I mean, that's pretty useful when they like do that sort of thing, like utility-wise. And by the way, I can build some Gemini warships here if I want to, so...
Initiating vessel construction.
Why not? I'll build a bunch of these guys here.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Unassimilated species engaged. Vessel construction complete. Insufficient power nodes.
That's done. And yeah, I have to build like lots of power nodes because, you know, issues with that, but whatever.
The collective must grow. Objective received.
This seems to be where they're entering from, so...
We will comply.
We're gonna build some defenses right here, I think.
We are the Borg. The collective must grow. Insufficient power nodes. Proceed. State objective. By your command.
I actually can't build because I don't have the power nodes for it, so well. Power nodes, by the way, are like your officers, so... I need officers.
We are one. Station construction complete. Vessel construction complete. Confirmed.
Let's get this going here.
By your command.
That's what my new Gemini warship is built there, so...
Relocate.
Can I use that if I want to?
We are one.
Now, no, probably the Borg probably have the last campaign because they're like, you know, designed to be like, you know...
Relocate to grid.
You have to know like about the other species to really use these guys well.
Proceed. Negotiation is irrelevant. Unassimilated species engaged. Station construction complete. Relocate to grid. Activate all alcos. Confirmed. By your command. The collective must grow. Station construction complete.
Well, that's it for them.
Initiating vessel construction.
We're just gonna get these guys rebuilt because, you know, I need them for assimilation purposes.
Activate.